Welcome to the Fuzzy Loaf Podcast. Are you recording already?
Yeah.
Okay, well. You can keep that in if you want.
That's fine.
Hey, we're two dorks talk about the week's happenings in news and pop culture. I'm Scott. With me as always is Matt.
I'm Matt.
Matt's really tired because daylight savings time fucked him up right.
Yeah.
His eyes are just red. Okay, Matt. Before you can take a nap, you gotta get us into some quick bits.
All right. We have 17 items on the quick bits, so I'm going to fly through these.
Yeah, dude. Because we gotta get to the main story.
Yes, we do, because that's going to be a big topic. Okay. So first, Sony released an international trailer for Ghostbusters that is substantially better than the first trailer, in my opinion at least. Still not great,
And I didn't hate the first trailer.
Yeah. No, yeah. The first trailer was just kind of like, man, it doesn't feel right.
Did you notice in the international trailer, instead of saying 4 scientists,
Yep.
it said 4 friends?
Yep.
It's like, oh. So people were up in a hullabaloo because Winston's not a scientist. Winston had a PhD. That's good enough.
Yeah. Yes. Even if he didn't, he used science equipment. He's a scientist.
Yeah,
Fuck you. You
that's
don't need to
fine.
go to school to be a scientist.
Yeah, stop being so people. It's the internet, though, and they have to find stuff to be mad about.
Yeah.
Ugh, God.
All right.
Sorry.
No biggie. This movie you liked a lot. Zootopia grabbed the #1 spot at the box office 2 weekends in a row, making 142 million domestic, which is great for an animated film,
It beat Frozen's opening weekend.
Yep, and especially an animated movie not made by Pixar, so it's doing pretty great.
I want to see it again.
I want to see it.
It's so good.
Period.
It's so good, and I like the world that it creates.
Yeah.
And I want to see more. I don't know if you saw, I made a Facebook post of like a ton of questions I had about the movie.
I thought that was
like,
really funny.
so is it just mammals or are reptiles also in it or too? What do they eat if they don't eat each other anymore?
Yeah.
Are they all vegetarians or do they just eat like fish and birds and stuff now? I had questions. And what about dolphins and whales? They are technically mammals.
Yeah.
Where do they live?
Oh man.
See, I'm coming at this cute, innocent children's movie with an adult brain. I'm like,
Yeah.
What about this? What about this? And
You're trying to apply semi-real logic to an illogical movie, but
because it's a pretty logical movie when you watch it.
No, yeah. I just mean like you're trying to apply our current world's reality and
With
somehow
this.
make it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then we walked out too, and we were talking. My friend and I were talking about like, what about interspecies relationships? You know,
Mm-hmm.
but then I was just like, oh, but they can't breed. And then she's like, well, neither can homosexual relationships. And I was like, oh, well, I was being really small-minded right there.
Yeah.
That's totally a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could have a bunny and a fox together. It'd be
Weird.
but I mean, you kind of could. The way they go about the movie, that kind of would kind of make sense.
Yeah.
And you got to see it. It's so good.
I do have to see it. I'm gonna see it sometime. Maybe I'll see it in Austin. I'm just kidding. I won't have it every time.
It's a very timely movie too. It deals
Yeah.
a lot about race and stuff. And So
Well, that's good.
sweet. I'm glad it's doing really well.
Yes, me too. Hopefully, it continues to do well.
Yeah. Was it the first one to knock out Deadpool from the top spot?
Yes. Since Deadpool released, yeah.
It's a worthy successor.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, so number 3, J.K. Simmons has been cast as Commissioner Gordon in the upcoming Justice League movie. So quit petitioning for him to be J. Jonah Jameson.
Did that break right after
Yes.
our show last week?
Yeah, I think it was Sunday night or Monday morning.
Yeah, because I kind of blended them together.
Spider-Man has cast Disney's own Zendaya as... I have no idea how to pronounce her name. Zendaya?
That's right, yeah.
As Michelle. We don't know her last name.
Do they say Michelle or are people just
No,
assuming
they said Michelle in the article that broke it.
Okay.
So we know she's playing Michelle, but we don't have anything else besides Michelle.
Could be like a side character or whatever.
So we also know that it'll be a key character, but not a love interest. So since the announcement, many people have been speculating that she could be Michelle Gonzalez, who's the younger sister of, I forgot his first name now. Whatever. He's a police officer that kind of becomes a rival with Spider-Man in the comic.
I heard a story like they said, what if she was playing Liz Allen, who is she works at the Daily Bugle. Mm-hmm. She's like the receptionist or whatever there.
Yeah.
Who kind of has like a flirty thing with Peter. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they said Michelle. So
yeah.
Who knows?
We shall see.
With no JK.
It could also be a new character. Like it could. It doesn't have to be based on the comic.
And honestly, with this casting for Spider-Man, Spider-Man's my favorite hero. I'm totally gonna see the movie, duh. But I don't really give a shit what they do anymore.
Yeah,
I've reached the point where okay, I've got my I've seen all the Tobey Maguire, the Sam Raimi movies, saw the Andrew Garfield ones. I'm just like, just do whatever and make a good movie. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, to make a good movie. I know a lot of people love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I didn't think they were that good.
Spider-Man 2 is still pretty great. Pretty good.
I don't know what it was. It just felt...
For the time, they were pretty good.
It just felt like hollow and weird and not...
And then the Amazing Spider-Man movies had real potential to be good, but they kind of...
The story was... the stories were terrible, but like the people playing the characters were great.
The casting was phenomenal.
But everything else was just kind of like, meh. The dialogue sometimes was shitty, and the acting... Or not the acting, the writing was just hot garbage.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the suit in that one, best Spider-Man suit. I don't know... This one we saw in the trailer was pretty good. I still kind of lean towards Amazing Spider-Man, but we'll get into that later.
We will get into that quite a bit. Do you want
to talk about J.K. not playing Commissioner Gordon?
I just did.
No, but go into more depth on it.
Oh, sure, yeah. I was like, I just did.
Just say it. But like, I don't know. Or do you like it? Do you think it's fine? Or are you also in the, I don't really give a shit?
I don't really give a shit.
With the DC movies, I'm at the point too where I'm like, I don't fucking care what you do anymore.
Yeah, I'm not really on board with a lot of... the only DC movie I'm really excited for is Suicide Squad. Yeah. Because
we're on the same page with that one.
Yeah, definitely. I don't really care. I don't think he necessarily fits as Commissioner Gordon, because I always think of Commissioner Gordon as kind of like Weasley, kind of like he's weak and like has no backbone, and then he breaks rules, and like I don't know, it doesn't seem like...
I don't know. I just picture Gary Oldman when I think of Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the perfect Commissioner Gordon.
Well, that's what I mean, is like he
does what he has to do to like...
Yeah, but he comes off as like a weakling at the same time. Like he does what needs to be done, but he's like, J.K. Simmons could fuck a motherfucker up.
I mean,
like,
he played a Nazi in Oz.
Yeah, but I mean...
And if you see him in Whiplash, he's terrifying.
I could not imagine him being like, oh, we gotta...
J.K. could have been Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been great. But I think he'll probably do fine.
Yeah, he'll do great. He's an Oscar-winning actor. He's amazing.
Yeah, as long as they don't pull Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor thing, where I thought Jesse Eisenberg could have played a great Lex Luthor, and then they took it in this weird fucking direction that I'm like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was an interesting article I read, and maybe I'll throw it in the link dump, that comparing Lex Luthor to Martin Shkreli.
Oh.
And I was like,
But that's not who Lex Luthor is.
No. But this portrayal.
This Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of see it, but that's not why.
No,
why even
the
have
real
it
Lex Luthor is, more powerful and commands present. And.
But I thought it was interesting.
He's not a weasel.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Tom Hiddleston has thrown himself into the ring to contend for the much coveted role of James Bond, stating that if the opportunity ever came knocking, it would be extraordinary. He then went on to compare his role in Night Manager to James Bond. So what do you think of Tom Hiddleston? I haven't seen it either, but what do you think of Tom Hiddleston?
I don't know if he could do Bond for me.
Yeah.
I'm also not a girl, though. I'm not a Tom Hiddleston, like...
Here's the thing about Tom Hiddleston. It's very hard. He comes off as a villain. Like,
yeah.
He seems like he plays a very good villain. I don't know if he plays a very good, protagonist.
Yeah, I'm still kind of in the Idris Elba James Bond.
Oh, God, I would love to see that. Or, like I said, a female James Bond. But not call it James Bond. No, but it could be like a James Bond spin-off. Yeah, but it's like with Doctor Who. We're so stuck in it has to be a, white, British, this, that, whatever. And it's like, we could be anybody. That's what makes it great. I mean, obviously, it'd be better if James Bond was somebody from the UK because it's based off of...
Right, but I mean, look at all of our American superheroes. Mm-hmm. All the superheroes you see now, there's Okay, Batman is American.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the Marvel guys are American. Superman's British. You know, even Spider-Man's British now too.
Yeah.
Or he was with Andrew Garfield, but
Isn't the kid that's playing Spider-Man now, isn't he also British?
that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
And then I said, oh yeah, so was Andrew
Andrew,
Garfield.
okay. I was like, wait,
Sometimes
what?
Andrew Garfield does such a good American accent that I
Yeah.
forget that he's not American.
But I think the idea of James Bond is much better than the portrayal of James Bond has been.
Yeah.
Like the idea of this spy program, like 007 and all this stuff. I would love to see other
should
spy.
see
It doesn't
other-
even need to be 007. It doesn't need to be James Bond. It
Yeah,
can be within the
004.
universe.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
23-1.
It's
I don't
just
know.
kind of crazy ass
Fucking-
code
yeah.
names.
But
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah. More casting stuff. Daisy Ridley, who you may know as Rey from The Force Awakens,
Yeah.
is apparently in the mix to play Miss Laura Croft in the Tomb Raider reboot.
That would make me more interested in a Tomb Raider.
Yes, it would. And also, this Tomb Raider is supposed to be more akin to the
rebooted version.
the most recent
Games.
video games
Yeah.
that came out from, I think it's Crystal Dynamics.
Isn't she more of like a female Indiana Jones kind of?
Yes. And she's not super bosom, but exposed.
Yeah, because that
clothes.
was PS1 days.
Yeah, that was the 90s.
Yeah.
When the only way you could get a person to play a female character was to have her have giant boobs.
Yeah.
But I think that would be great. Although
Oh, she'd be awesome.
I
love Daisy.
I don't think it'll happen if her role continues in a large capacity in the Star Wars universe.
You're tired. It's
I
okay.
am tired.
I mean, no, I think it will still happen. You can have more than one franchise.
Yeah,
Think about it. You had Han Solo and you had Indiana Jones.
I guess that's true, but that was also both properties were tied to Steven Spielberg.
Right, but I mean, it could still work.
Yeah.
It's not like that big of a deal. Once she's done filming episode 8, she goes and films.
I'm just saying, like, time commitments too. You never know.
They can work things out like that.
I would love to see her as Laura Croft.
It
Though.
would get me interested because I never cared about Tomb Raider. I also don't play video games.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is cool because it is, like you said, it's basically female Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like copying the same tropes and all that stuff, but it's like the idea of an explorer, like somebody who finds all these cool things.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley. After seeing her as Rey, she could play that role really well.
Yeah, and Laura Croft, British, so she can just
Use her
real
same accent
yeah,
and everything.
her
Yeah.
normal voice.
We don't need Angelina Jolie in there doing some kind of...
Terrible accent that is uneven the entire movie.
Is that what it was? I never
Yeah.
saw it.
I've seen both,
You poor
but that's because
bastard.
Ashley likes them.
Of course.
She will admit she likes terrible like B movies. That's fine. I do too
I don't think they're
sometimes.
B movies. They're just like really bad A movies.
Well, yeah, I guess it's true. But I mean, like,
Yeah, I get it.
came
She
to
likes
theaters,
bad
but
movies.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like. But I think for the campy, like that quality of it, not like, whatever.
Yeah, I understand.
Moving on, kind of spoilers for Captain America: Civil War, maybe, possibly. So, will there be a giant Lego Man set? Giant Man Lego set.
I already
God
knew
damn
that.
it! Yeah.
Did we talk about this before?
No, we didn't talk about it. It came out, I think, Sunday.
No, I seen this a long time ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah, same time we covered. I think
We
covered
did
it
the giant.
but I saw Legos
pop.
before that
Oh.
around then too.
I didn't. It wasn't on my radar until this week.
I guess it's more on people's radar again, but I saw it weeks ago
Yeah.
Giant-
Oh, because
oh, yeah.
of the toy thing.
because of the toy fair.
Yeah. Looks fucking cool. I was like,
Giant
I kind of
man.
want it. Just
that'd be
because it
sweet.
looks like a Lego, but it's fucking huge.
I know. It's awesome. I think you have to build him too.
Yeah. It looks like it's parts and it's more movable than a normal Lego.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of more excited to see Giant Man than anything else. And
Yeah.
we'll get into that more later.
Yes, we will. Zack Snyder said he briefly considered bringing Christian Bale into the DCEU, possibly even as Alfred, but no, he didn't because that would be fucking ridiculous. So apparently, studio heads when he wanted to reboot the DC universe and bring in Superman and Batman, they wanted to bring over some of the actors from Christian Bale's universe.
That would have been bad because then it would confuse people.
Yeah. But I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So you should read that article because it is funny and there's funny quotes.
Sweet.
A LexCorp viral site for Batman v Superman may be hinting at Brainiac. Him existing eventually in the DCEU is pretty much given, but could this hint at him being the big bad for Justice League?
I don't want him to be the big bad in Justice League. I want him to be the big bad in Man of Steel too.
Maybe it could be that too, but they're hinting at him quite heavily, and it's probably going to be in an upcoming movie. If it is in Batman v Superman, that movie
is too much.
Yeah, it's already too much.
Yeah, it's already too much.
They could cut it in half and release 2
and
movies.
People are like, because Captain America Civil War has a ton of shit in it, but we aren't thinking that's too much.
Yeah.
We're just thinking, oh, that's just the way it is. But, I heard about the things for things for Brainiac, the Easter eggs or whatever. I'm tired too. We're both tired.
Yeah.
And, they sounded like he was an artificial intelligence created by Lex or whatever and stuff. I'm like, so they turned Brainiac into Ultron?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because Brainiac's supposed to be an alien.
Yeah. It depends. No, I'm just saying, like, it depends on how they portray him finding, because it could be an AI, but based on alien tech or whatever. Like if
that's
Lex Luthor,
how Ultron was in Age of Ultron.
That's true. That is very true.
So,
yeah, I guess no matter what way you spin it,
because Brainiac is supposed to be like, he had the bottled city of Kandor and all this stuff, but because I mean, and then if anyone tries to use the argument, well, it would just make more sense to make an AI or whatever, to just say, oh, he's an alien, like that's not complicated. That's not like,
I mean, yeah, that's
making
how
things
they
too
introduce
hard
Superman.
for people. Exactly, that's not making things too hard for anyone.
In fact, that would even lend more credence to the whole like Superman is a threat thing. They could be like, Brainiac's also an alien and he fucked shit up, so all aliens should get the fuck out, because that sounds like American rhetoric right now. But politics.
Then you have a Drumpf in Man of Steel too.
Well, that's Batman basically right now in Batman v Superman.
Okay, let's get off this Batman v Superman thing.
All right. The Star Wars anthology film about Han Solo may also give us an origin story for Chewie. I kind of assumed that already, but
that makes
seems
sense.
to be
I still don't want to see this movie. I don't think there's a reason for it to be made.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I think it would be better in book form. Like like comic.
Yeah.
Like I want the backstory.
But
I don't know.
The whole movie is unnecessary, and you're not gonna have Harrison Ford as Han Solo.
Or a Netflix series would be cool if they were gonna do it. Like just like a 3 or 4 episode thing. I'd be down for that. Disney released the first piece of art from the recently announced and upcoming reboot for Ducktales, and it looks fucking rad.
I honestly, I'm glad you put this story in there, because I posted a tweet or something the other day after I saw that, and I said, Ducktales is the only show revival I'm actually looking forward to.
So the show will be coming to Disney XD, and I think they said in 2017.
Because I'm going to buy a season pass on iTunes.
Yeah.
Because I don't have cable.
All these cool shows are coming to Disney XD.
I know, I fell off. I quit watching Star Wars Rebels, but
I never.
It's a good show. I'm like showed out. I haven't even watched the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. premiere yet.
Oh, neither have I. But I was gonna wait until I actually got back.
Yeah,
until I got back.
Been like, I gave up on Agent Carter after the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, Agent Carter was hard because like the first season it was like, oh, this is kind of cool, but at the same time not really necessary.
Yeah,
and
then season 2, I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I still have to watch an episode of Supergirl, which I'm not completely off Supergirl yet. I'm just haven't been in the mood to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But
like just what's happened to me after like this mid-season break this year is like I've fallen off of a bunch of shows, and it's just like I don't want to get back into it. It's like there's nothing wrong with the show.
You're just not
like,
feeling it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Legends of Tomorrow, however, is still awesome.
Okay.
It's Doctor Who with superheroes.
Yeah.
The last episode was they go into the 50s, and there was like weird hawk. Technically they were werehawks.
Yeah.
That's what they're called. They're from the comics too. Apparently, werehawks are like Hawkman villains or whatever. Like the people get turned into hawks, like monster hawk things. It was a cool episode. You should watch Legends of Tomorrow. You would probably really like it.
I'll try.
I mean, you would actually really like it.
No, I know. I'll try to catch up.
Just saying.
I just watched I watched the first episode and was just kind of like, meh.
Yeah, keep watching. It gets really good, and the character development is awesome too. Because they basically took the best actors from all of their other shows and just put them into one.
Well, you're making a good argument for it.
Yeah, you'll like it a lot.
Captain America: Civil War may be the longest running of any Marvel movie.
So far,
today.
it definitely is so far.
Yeah, 2 hours and 26 minutes, something like that.
26 or 27?
I wrote 26, but it could be 27. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg may be directing a Where's Waldo movie. What the fuck? Like, how do you make a Where's Waldo movie?
Why?
It's just gonna be dick jokes.
Yeah. That's sorry.
No, you're good.
I was looking at. I don't. There's no point.
Yeah, I feel like they're just saying this stuff to just like fuck with people. Yeah.
Also, I don't think as an IP, I don't think Where's Waldo would work very well because in the U.S. and Canada, he's Waldo. In the rest of the world, he's Wally. You'd have to change his entire name or no one would understand what you're talking about.
Where's Wally? Just like in the fucking movie.
Wally.
Wally. Oh man, that movie's so good.
I don't like it.
I watched it like in a class and I was like, this movie sucks and it's stupid. And then I watched it again and I was like, oh man, this movie's so cool.
It's fine.
Whatever. Zack Snyder is a liar, pants on fire, if you believe Latino Review and a Reddit user. According to a leaked survey from a Redditor who posted a survey from Warner Brothers regarding Batman v Superman marketing materials, Jenna Malone is, in fact, a Barbara Gordon, a.k.a. a Batgirl, a.k.a. Oracle. So her being in the Ultimate Edition, which is rated R, lends to... So Zack Snyder said that she is not Batgirl. He did not say that she is not Barbara Gordon or Oracle. So this may be how we get Miss Oracle in the universe.
I don't even care.
I just think it's funny that...
I just reached the point, I'm just like, I don't...
It's too much for this movie. I understand why even regardless of if that is the scene that made it rated R, I understand why they cut it out and just left it in the Ultimate Edition because there's too much shit in this movie.
They're trying to establish
so much stuff.
It feels like at this point when they announced Man of Steel 2 and they're like, and they'll be like, and Wonder Woman's gonna be, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not Man of Steel 2, Batman v Superman.
Yeah,
like, and Wonder Woman's gonna be in it and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I assumed that was going to be like
have
a
the
tag
Trinity
scene
in there
or something.
That's fine, totally. And then introduce maybe in cameos or later. That's fine. But it feels like they're trying to introduce all these parts of the universe. They're trying to world build all at once too quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the Avengers movies have done it slowly over to time. Like they've created this huge world, but it took them almost 10 years of movies.
Yeah.
Where Batman v Superman is trying to do all of it in 2.5 hours.
Yeah. When it's like, okay, we're going to have Batman, we're going to have Superman. They're also going to be fighting each other. There's also going to be Wonder Woman.
And
there's also going to be Lex Luthor. And there's also going to be...
Aquaman.
That's true. And...
possibly Flash. We know for sure Aquaman's in it.
I thought they said Flash wasn't going to be in it, but I could be wrong.
We don't know yet for sure. But we know Aquaman's going to be in it because they have action figures of him in the sets.
Yeah. And... if we're to believe the toys, Lex Luthor is going to have his freaking power suit in this movie. That's so much shit. That's too much. That's too much. Too much.
And like you said, too, who knows, they might have Brainiac.
Yeah.
Because after the trailer with Doomsday, Zack Snyder's like, there's still surprises to come. And we're just like, what? What could possibly? Why?
See, and I think if they had played this out, they showed Batman and Superman and left a lot of the fighting for like later trailers. You know what I mean? Like, we know it's Batman v Superman. You don't need to show us 3.5 minutes of them destroying shit. And then like a later trailer, they show a glimpse of Wonder Woman and stuff. Like, if they teased this stuff out better, I think we would have less of a problem. It's just that they're like throwing it in your face over and over again. It's like, this is too much.
Yeah. And we'll get into that a little bit more when we talk about the Civil War trailer.
Yes. Okay, so I have 3 more, and these will be quick ones.
Okay.
A new Lonely Island comedy titled Pop Star gets a red band trailer. Lonely Island is the comedy troupe featuring Andy Samberg. The movie is like a parody on
Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
I saw the
looks
trailer.
pretty funny.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
It looks great.
I fucking love Andy Samberg.
Pop star, never stop, never stop.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What is it? What's the Justin Bieber movie? Because that's a play on.
Never say never.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Never stop, never stopping. That's great. Okay.
Classic Lonely Island.
Yeah. Amazon has ordered a pilot for a live-action reboot of The Tick. It appears that Patrick Warburton will not be attached, though.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah. And he probably does not need the small amount of money that would come from that.
Yeah. He does everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And he's got more Venture Brothers I want.
Yes.
Damn it. I need more Brock Sampson.
Yeah. And last but not least, drum roll please, Mr. Scott. Netflix has announced the release date for Luke Cage's TV show, September 30th.
Oh, yeah.
This year. This very year. Yeah.
Power Man.
I know, I was like... I was trying to figure out how I could fit Power Man in there, but it was like, I don't know, fuck it.
I'll just grunt.
Yeah. And then we have one piece of oddball news. So I like doing these because sometimes there's like weird shit that happens. So this is a direct quote from Kevin Melrose at Comic Book Resources.
Wait, so should we call this... we need a segment title for this.
I was just calling it oddball news, but it doesn't need to be that. Like weird, it's just fucking, it's
Okay.
strange.
All right. Strange news.
Yes.
Strange tales.
A California woman led police on a chase Sunday afternoon while driving a minivan painted to look like the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. She would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling. No, wait, she did get away. She
actually got away.
In a minivan.
Didn't they end up catching her later?
From what I found, I looked and I couldn't see that they had arrested her.
What the fuck?
How in a minivan painted like the Mystery Machine?
Was this Florida?
This was California.
Oh.
So it's like really weird because you would imagine, oh, look for the one painted like the Mystery Machine, unless maybe she's super crazy cool spy person, and it's not really painted like the Mystery Machine. It was just like fucking decals that she ripped off, and it was just green.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. This woman is my hero. But I thought it was funny because a couple weeks ago we talked about
what did she do? Would she rob something?
I think she robbed a store, like a gas station, if I remember correctly. But this reminded me of the person who dressed up like Deadpool the week after the movie and fucking got away. $2,000. I still think that's funny. Who fucking robs a place?
And just $2,000? That's all you... From a bank. Wasn't it from a bank or something?
It was from a bank.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's like...
Really desperate. I need $2,000.
You risk jail for life.
Yeah. They're like, I need $2,000. The bank's like, oh, yeah, fine, here.
Oh, shit. That's all you need? You don't want more? We got like 100,000 back here.
You want... I mean... All right.
Yeah.
Bye. We'll just write it off.
Yeah. So, now we're on to the main topic. Captain America Civil War trailer number 2.
On the ruse!
Okay, so do we just want to give general thoughts first?
Do you want to... Yeah, and then talk about Spider-Man later?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
You start. My general thoughts are a little more abstract.
Okay. I liked the trailer quite a bit. I was already excited for the movie. But this gave us some more look at the tension between the two parties involved in the fight, which is good. And it also gave us some background, or like some more hints at the background. So the beginning starts off with the Sokovia Accord, or like I guess that's kind of throughout they're talking about it, which is this thing that comes into play. The governments of the world are trying to be like, hey, we want to call on you when we want to call on you, and otherwise you guys need to like not, because you're destroying shit.
Yeah, and Cap's stance, I like this stance more than Secret Identities, because it's more important. It's where like the government's like, no, we're going to tell you when you have to intervene.
Yeah.
And Cap's like, I can't do that. If I see trouble and people need my help, I can't wait for the government's call. I will help them.
Yeah. And
and Tony's like, we need to be held in check, because he feels guilty for, all the mistakes he's made. Where like I was watching movie fights last night, and they were talking about how that's not the Tony, one contestant brought up, like, that's not the Tony we know. Tony's always been anti-government, whatever. But then the other ones brought up, well, he's grown. He's changed over the years. It's been like almost 10 years. He's seen some shit. He's on it. He's taken a different stance. That's called the evolution of character.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And that's something that I think Marvel is doing really well, is they're allowing these characters to start in a place and go on a journey and fucking end in a different place. Whereas a lot of other movies and franchises, it's like the character doesn't grow or change. You know, it's just kind of like stagnant.
Yes.
So I like that. And I like that the reverse happened for Captain America. He was very much like...
And now he's disillusioned.
Government and whatever.
Especially after Winter Soldier and seeing, like... What happened to Bucky and then Hydra infiltrating Shield? He's like, he can't. He still stands for the traditional American values.
Yeah.
But he realizes, well, this maybe isn't the answer. If someone needs my help, I'm gonna help them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait for someone to tell me I can help them.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously Team Cap. Because I mean, come on.
Well, I am too, because fuck the government. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's not a Trump supporter.
No.
But yeah,
I'm really excited for a few things. A, Giant Man. B, a Black Panther.
Oh yeah. Did you see how his vibranium suit deflected the bullets?
Yes. It's so cool.
And how he just like jumped at Bucky's motorcycle and just tore it down?
Yes.
Oh,
I am so excited.
so
I think I'm more excited for Black Panther than I am Spider-Man. Nothing against Spider-Man, but we've seen Spider-Man on camera so many times. And Black Panther, this will be like
the first.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, boy.
I'm also interested to see how Crossbones fits into all this.
Oh, yeah.
Because he apparently plays a huge role in this.
In the comics, he's the one who caps Cap.
Yes. And we do know that somebody may die in this movie.
I heard they shot 5 different endings for this movie.
They probably were like...
So then nobody knows what is going to be the actual ending.
Yeah. Well, and not only that,
awesome.
but it's just like, imagine they probably are focus grouping the shit out of this. Where it's like... And
I don't like this focus group for movies.
No, but...
Stuff. It makes movies weird.
It can.
That's what ruined I Am Legend and certain other movies, you know.
Yeah.
Don't try to see what people like. Tell them what they should like. For movies anyway. Be like,
yeah.
Like, this is it. And if you like, you know.
Well, there's a famous Henry Ford quote that if I had done what people told me, I would have made a faster horse.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's true.
Exactly.
But I understand why they do it sometimes, because you're putting a shit ton of money and potentially ruining a franchise.
A movie is a product.
Yeah.
It's weird that it's treated that way, because it's art, but it's also a product at the same time.
Yeah. Well, to a studio, it is literally just a product. To the people that are making it, it may be art, and to the people watching it, it may be art. But to like the people that are giving the money, it is literally just
a product.
Yeah. So I understand why they do it. It could also be, like you said, to keep everybody from knowing what the actual ending is. Although even if there's only 5, or like even if there's 20 endings,
I think it's also they don't even know which one they want to go with.
Yeah, and that's what I was.
They'll see which one works best with the story.
It'd be funny though if it's like, just a scene where there's like 5 people standing there, and it's like they just shoot. Like, you're going to walk into that room and get killed. Like you're going to walk into that.
It's like a choose your own adventure. Go to page 17 to see outcome. Yeah.
But I think something big does need to happen for this to really feel consequential.
So I think I'm going to take a half day that day, and I'm going to see it with you if you're in town, and we'll go and see it at like an 11 o'clock showing or whatever.
Yeah. Dope. So... your thoughts, your abstract thoughts.
Well, I talked about how I like the character growth and the showing of the sides. I heard a review for the trailer I watched. They talked about how they weren't really that impressed by it because it was basically didn't show us anything new. It was mostly the same stuff. But I'm like, yeah, but what they did show strengthened to show the divide between Cap and Iron Man. And then also, between the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D., the attack on New York, and Sokovia, less than 400 people died.
Was that the number? I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the hundreds of thousands on the side.
No, only 200 people died in Age of Ultron, or less than 177.
See, I thought there was like a shorthand next to it. Like I thought it was like 177K.
Don't think so.
I'll have to rewatch.
Yeah, might have to look close, but like.
Because I thought in the reverse
I don't really see
that
if less than 400 people died in all this, there's really no reason for these.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Shit, dude. More than 400 people die in Chicago in car accidents every year.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I know it's
pretty
bad.
fucking
That's
good.
bad, but that's
a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, Sokovia as a country is no more, but...
Well, Sokovia as a country in the real world has never been.
Sure. But Iron Man, it's all his fault.
Yeah. Fucking kill Iron Man. I'm just kidding.
Take him away. Lock him up.
That's
Iron Man 4. It's just him in prison.
Yeah. I do find that statement, though, that there was nothing new in this and, like, why did it exist? Or, like, this trailer. I do find that kind of annoying because I am of the mindset, don't show me more if you don't need to. I want to see the movie.
Don't show me more, show me the right stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like with Star Wars, with The Force Awakens. They could have shown a lot more in the trailers and given a lot more away, and I'm glad they didn't because that made going into the movie that much better.
Yeah. I think it's time to talk about the webhead himself.
Yes.
Spider-Man. That was awesome. I wasn't going to watch the trailer. I wanted to, but then I went on Twitter.
You wouldn't have been able, I was going to say, you would not have been able to avoid
First
it
3 tweets I saw was screen caps of the picture. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, okay. Guess I'm just going to watch it now. And it was awesome.
So you and I take slightly different stances on this. I think I understand why they did put him in the trailer. I think they should not have revealed him until the movie. That's just my personal opinion. I think it would have been much more powerful.
But no. It would have been for you.
Yeah.
But for dumb fuck McGee in Nebraska or whatever, who doesn't pay attention to this stuff like we do, doesn't do a podcast and all this shit because we are such big dorks, they have no idea that Sony and Marvel, they don't even know any of that shit.
But that's what would have made it great. Civil War?
No, but Marvel is, like we said before, it is a product by the studio.
Yeah.
So they're like, we need to get... They're trying to cast the widest net, We need to scoop up all these dummies and watch this movie. How do we do that? We show them Spider-Man.
You know what I didn't think about? So we have Captain America Civil War, and then Man of Steel 2 was readjusted and announced as Batman v Superman. They literally just were like, yeah, they're doing that. Let's do that.
Marvel copied DC.
No.
Yeah.
Marvel announced it afterwards, but the Civil War has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, but they also announced Batman v Superman in 2013.
Did they really?
I thought they announced it a year and a half.
I thought it was the same time.
No, they announced it a year and a half before Civil War.
Yeah.
So this is one point where DC was ahead.
But I will be highly
I'm more excited for
stupid.
Civil War.
I'll admit that I'm the big dumb in the room if Captain America Civil War ends up being worse than Batman v Superman.
Somehow.
Unless, like, I don't even know what could happen.
Now, okay, I also heard people are talking about how they think, because this goes to your not showing Spidey argument, like, well, everyone was all mad at, about the second BVS. Batman v Superman is such a long title.
Yeah.
I hate it. And the V, it's so stupid. It drives me nuts. Besides the point, the BVS trailer showed Doomsday and everything. And they're like, well, Civil War, did that and showing Spider-Man and everything. No, completely different. Because showing Doomsday and what they showed in the BVS trailer, they changed the whole way of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, it's Batman versus Superman. Then they showed them teaming up. Are there bugs in here?
Yeah, there's
whatever. Then they showed Batman and Superman teaming up to fight Doomsday. They don't show that in Civil War.
Yeah.
They showed Spider-Man on Iron Man's side. That's it. He was kind of like Vision in Age of Ultron trailers, where you saw like a glimpse of Vision. That's what they did for Spider-Man. And I think that's all they're going to show, because apparently this is the last trailer.
Yeah.
So, with Batman v Superman is they changed the game. You notice how in Civil War, they haven't shown Baron Zemo yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Forget that.
So Civil War is doing what Batman Superman should have done.
Yeah, my only thing with this is, I think even if you were only a Spider-Man fan and you did not like any of Marvel's other properties, if you saw that Spider-Man was going to be in Civil War, first off, I don't think you would see that news if you weren't already following. Like, the general public is not seeing this. They're not paying attention to this. It's the people that are already invested in the Marvel
trailer
Cinematic
they'll see
Universe.
when they go to the movies, though.
Yeah, but it's not gonna like woo them.
It will.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it will.
This is my prediction. This is gonna do.
Spider-Man is Marvel's number one, no matter what. He is the Batman of Marvel.
Even so, I have a feeling Civil War is gonna do less than Avengers 2. I will eat my words when I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. I hope it does fantastically. But I think
Avengers
it's going to
2 still made a lot of money. Well, because there's some people that only see the Avengers movies.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is I don't think adding Spider-Man
Well, having it make less than
anything.
Avengers 2 is predicted. Like, that's not like out of the ordinary for it to. It's an outlier if it does more than Avengers 2.
I guess. But my point being, I don't think adding Spider-Man is going to make everybody see this movie. I don't think it's going to make anybody that wasn't already going to see this movie see the movie.
I think it will make some people more interested.
Yes, but like I just don't think it's going to make people that weren't already planning on seeing it see it.
I think you'll get a small amount, but maybe. I think you will. We'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens when we get the box office returns.
Well, let's talk about his costume.
Okay.
Because
some
people have some gripes with it.
It's pretty rad. I think it looks really cool. It almost, when you see the stills of it, like as you can see in our picture or thumbnail, it looks like an Alex Ross painting almost, and it's beautiful. The black stripes seem kind of dumb to me because it's so close. Like, it's so fucking close to how Spider-Man is in the comics. Besides his new costume, which looks so fucking dumb. Except they added the black stripes and like a little belt kind of thing with web cartridges on it.
I understand that to me, the web cartridges thing makes more sense than he wears the web cartridges under the suit. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense, but I like it.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
But because it gives his suit a slick look.
Yeah.
And that's what Spider-Man's cool is. It's slick.
I understand the black lines everywhere. The belt thing does not bother me at all.
You can barely see it, but I'm just. This is where I get uber nerd, that is like a socially unacceptable level, where I like my Spider-Man, and when they change suits a little bit, just like add stuff to it, it looks dumb to me. Because Spider-Man is so perfect, there's no reason to change his suit.
Yeah.
So adding black stripes to it just seems kind of dumb. I don't hate it. It could be worse. It could be Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
Which was just like, what the hell is this? Where he looked like it like went around his junk and looked like a unitard. It was really stupid. But okay, I can deal with the black stripes. I think it's pointless. I think it's like it's added detail that's unnecessary.
What do you think about the
that's
mechanized
fucking
eye
awesome.
things? See, because this is why I believe they put the black stripes in. They want to differentiate the suit from the normal Spider-Man suit. This is like, think of it as like Mark 1 Iron Man.
Like maybe Iron Man made this suit for him.
Absolutely, he made this.
This version, yeah, he had to because apparently when the eyes think, that's not just like Deadpool was. It's just animated, because that's a character. This was actual part of the suit. You can hear that it has like a lens.
Yeah, so it's like zoomed in or squinted. I
mean,
guess
which kind of makes sense. You think like when he's swinging around, he could have zoomed in, so you can see like where he's web swing and stuff.
Yeah. But that's why I think they changed the suit just a little bit, so that you know, like, this isn't just the normal Iron Man or Spider-Man suit that he made.
I'm hoping that because I don't hate the suit, I just think it's unnecessary added detail, which always drives me crazy.
My guess is, from what we've heard, that Spider-Man may flip-flop. Maybe
and he'll go back to Cap's
yeah.
side. He does in the comics. So.
Maybe Iron Man will be like, motherfucker, that's my suit.
Yeah, but I have a problem when they redo our hero suits and they add unnecessary detail to it, like Superman. It's a new suit, New 52. Why is it all armory in Superman? He's invulnerable. He doesn't need armor. It's dumb. They added. Basically, I love the best description of New 52 suits. Oh, they all just got new suits with lots of extra lines on it. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's dumb. It's very.
It also makes it really hard to draw.
It's very 90s, where it's over excessive and crazy. I like the sleekness of
the one that bothers me the most, I think, is the Flash suit with like
all the lightning
armor.
And stuff.
Well, no, the stuff they're showing off for the DCEU where it looks like it's armored.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's like, why?
That's stupid.
Yeah,
it's dumb. But I mean, yeah, I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah,
but I just think it's unnecessary. That's why I still am leaning that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man suit. But I'm hoping that by the time the new Spider-Man solo movie, Spectacular Spider-Man, it's got to be the name of it, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
If they don't name it Spectacular, that's dumb.
Yeah, especially because they're going for young Peter Parker and stuff. I could see them.
Spectacular Spider-Man, yeah. If they don't, I'm guessing it'll look more like the traditional suit.
Yeah, I think they still will probably have that utility belt or something similar.
I don't think so.
I think they will because they're
gonna
their costume designers are very much set in like look at like Hawkeye and like all the other costumes. They're very much like this is how it would exist if it was in the real world. Like you can't. How do you have web cartridges unless they're like on his sleeve or like wherever? How do you have web cartridges inside your suit that you're gonna somehow get to when you need to change them?
Well, in the comics, his suit's not one part.
Yeah.
So he just lifts up his shirt and grabs them on there. You're making it more complicated than it has to be.
No, that seems more complicated than just having a belt with them on there.
But it looks stupid. It looks so dumb. Why would you wear a belt? The best part about Spider-Man's suit is that it's so slick. That's what makes Miles' suit the coolest. Is because it's super slick. The belt is dumb, Matt. It's stupid. I'm glad we actually have a point where we disagree on something. Because usually we agree on everything, and the one thing we actually like strongly disagree is like Spider-Man's belt. So dumb. So stupid, and it's not even that big of a deal. Like we don't.
No, I really don't care either way. I'm just. It's like it's one of those. I understand why they did it.
I do too, but I don't like it because I'm
fine with it. I was just like, whatever. I'd rather them have it than not have it because then. Now, if they take it away for this standalone Spider-Man movie, the whole time I'm going to be like, when did he change his website?
What if he doesn't need them anymore? What if his thing just has like more cartridges on it?
I guess I'd be fine with that if they had, like, if there was like multiple cartridges or whatever.
Yeah, that's how he is in the comics now. Yeah. I think he can just like turn it, and it's just got more cartridges on it.
That would be fine. That'd be a fine alternative.
That's probably what they'll do then.
Better than having to reach into his fucking underoos to get more web.
That was very a product of the 60s and 70s. We just...
Yeah, it's like, why?
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Are we done now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. That's it. We're done. Our little civil war is over. We agreed he should just have multiple cartridges on his
wrist, yeah. Or like around it, yeah.
Okay, so that's it. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Scotty Boy, SCOTTY BWO 4 Ys. That's Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter. That's it. That's all I have. I have Snapchat too, but yeah, that's totally different. That's not the same name. Matt?
You can find me everywhere at Hagnerd, HAGNERD. You can follow us at Fuzzy Loaf on the Twitters. You can find us on YouTube by searching Fuzzy Loaf. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, or if you're listening to this on YouTube...
He's really tired. He's going to take a nap right now.
If you are listening to this on the YouTubes, you can find us on iTunes and subscribe and comment and rate. Leave a review by searching Fuzzy Loaf.
A review?
And if you're listening to this on iTunes, you can find us on the YouTube by searching Fuzzy Loaf. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Let us know how nerdy we are that we argued for probably 15 minutes
over
Spider-Man's
fucking
belt.
Oh, Jesus. We're off next week.
Yes.
Because Matt's going to be in Austin at South by Southwest.
Yes.
That lucky son of a bitch.
Yes.
So we know Daredevil comes out next week, but Matt won't be able to binge it because he's going to be in Austin. So
we'll probably do like a review or recap or impressions the next week or something.
Well, the next week is Batman Superman.
Well, what are you doing the Tuesday that after I come back? We could do a quick thing in the morning.
Yeah, I should be done with Daredevil by then.
At least enough to give our impressions of whether or not it's improved.
I don't have friends or anything, so I'll just be sitting at home all weekend watching Daredevil.
Me too. Well, I guess I'll be flying home from...
If only Netflix had like how like YouTube has...
So you could cache it offline?
Yeah.
So
because then you could just watch it on the plane.
Yeah.
Watch 2-3 episodes?
Probably, something like that.
It's going to be like a 3-hour flight, right?
Yes, but I also have a freaking layover in Denver.
Oh, that's right. So you're the zigzag.
Yeah, so it'll be like 5 hours total. So I guess while I'm sitting there...
Because it's like a straight shot. You just go from Minneapolis to...
There's not a direct flight.
That's dumb.
We could have flown to Dallas, then to Austin, or Denver to Austin, or I think Chicago to Austin, but...
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, that's our show. Like we said, off next week, but then we come back with the big Batman Superman special Easter edition. Oh, that's Easter Sunday. I don't celebrate Easter, so it doesn't matter. I was wondering if it would get in the way of you, but I don't celebrate Easter, so it's no big deal. Batman v Superman Easter Sunday spectacular with some Daredevil.
Yeah. Who's gonna win? Probably next week to find out, or 2 weeks from now.
All right. Smell you later, dorks. All right. Okay. Ready. Huh.